Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This morning I am in the kitchen making some cinnamon rolls. My husband's last week of seminary is upon us, and he requested that I make some of my yummy cinnamon rolls for him to take, for him and his classmates to enjoy and to be able to celebrate on their second to last day of class. So that is what I am working on this morning. I also, I just made my big, large family size batch, and then I split them and sent half with him to class, and I kept the second half for the kids to have for breakfast. The ones that I made for the kids, I actually decided to do an experiment, and I put them into cupcake tins and baked them that way. And while they turned out okay, they were not my favorite. I like them better, and the kids like them better when I just put them on the pan and bake them. They raise more and get larger, and they are just a lot softer when I make them that way. So I won't make them in the cupcake pan again unless I can somehow figure out how to not roll them out as large. I tend to kind of roll them out too big, and then by the time I cut them, I've got this giant cinnamon roll, and they just don't fit in the cupcake liner very well. So next time, if I want to try that again, I'm going to try to make them just tiny so that they will expand inside the cupcake tin and stay soft instead of getting hard and crunchy. In today's video, I'm just going to take you with me for the day. I also have a free food haul in here, so make sure you stick around for that. And I also address some of the comments that I have gotten and received off of my free food videos. I think this is probably the last time I'm going to address them. It tends to be or feel like I'm beating a dead horse, and so this is probably the last time I will address these comments and talk about them. And then in the future, they will just be deleted, and I probably will not respond anymore. But thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you enjoy this video. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of the other videos I have in the future. This large family cinnamon roll recipe comes from Amy over at Raising Arrows. I have talked about this recipe before. It is one of my most favorites. It's super easy to put together, and it makes such good cinnamon rolls that do not take any time to raise. So I'll try to remember to leave a link for this in the description box. If not, you can Google Raising Arrows large family cinnamon rolls. The link should pop up if you do that. So if you would like to make lots of cinnamon rolls for your family, make sure you go check that out. The frosting for these cinnamon rolls was just a simple cream cheese frosting. I actually split it in half, and I left one bowl with plain cream cheese, and the other bowl turned into orange cream cheese frosting. And I usually use orange extract to do that, but I was out of orange extract, so I just used some wild orange essential oils. I put in about 10 drops, give or take a few, depending on how strong I want the flavor to be. And then a lot of the kids enjoy the orange frosting more than the regular cream cheese frosting. My husband does too, and he requested orange to take to class with him. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel, or good afternoon or evening. Today is Wednesday, and we're leaving in a few days to head to Colorado, but today I have some projects to get done this morning, and then the kids and I are gonna go find a gym this afternoon that our friends are gonna be at, and play some basketball and hang out for a little while. And then this evening we have home groups from church, so it's kind of a busy day today. I also have a quilt that I need to finish up, and I may not get to work on it today, hopefully tomorrow. If not, I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do. My goal was to get it finished before we left for Colorado in a couple days, and although I have made progress on it, it is not close to being finished, so it may be not finished before we go. So I'll have to figure that out, but now I need to make a cake for our home groups tonight and get some strawberries sliced up. That way it's all done. Well, I may be able to make the cake tonight when we get back. I might wait and make the cake this evening when we get back from the gym, so it's a little bit more fresh, but that's my plan for this evening. I'm gonna show you the quilt so you can see how it looks. So I think in my video a few weeks ago or last week I had showed just some work I was doing cutting these squares. I've gotten some of them put together. This is one layer. This actually attaches to this one underneath here. So I am making progress, but I've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6. I've got four more levels to do of this, 4 more rows, and then I've got to put the borders on. So if I can make myself stay up and work on it and just take every extra second that I have to work on it, it may be finished before we leave for Colorado. That would be wonderful, and that way it can get quilted before the wedding comes on June 1st. So right now I've got kids playing outside basketball. I've got kids doing math. I've got a kid in the shower. So that's what we're working on. I'm just helping various people with things that they need help with, and getting some math finished this morning so we can go have fun this afternoon. You might have to go back to your video and see what a trapezoid looks like.
This one.
I'm not sure. That one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides.
Yeah.
I don't think. Kyla has been helping Carrington with her math, which has been.
I got a hole.
Got her started.
No, this is confusing.
Why? Need me to help you?
Complete the lesson, and we don't really know.
I know what it is now.
I don't know if you can see out there.
11?
Out the window, there are kids out there playing basketball.
Mom, what's the end of the That's 41.
41.
1, 4.
1, 4, and then TH.
So I think I've said this before, that we switched to from Master Books Math to CTC Math, and it has been so wonderful. All the kids enjoy it. I love that they can get on there, do their math on their own. Master Books was a huge blessing for us when I had lots of little people, several of which were struggling with math, and there was always tears and frustration. And Master Books took that away for us, and we have used it for years and years and years, but we are just in a new season, a different season than we were then. And so the CTC Math has been really, really good for us so far. We are really enjoying it, and I do plan to continue to use it for the rest of the summer and through the next school year. So make sure, if you're looking for a good online math program, you can check out CTC Math. We are enjoying it a lot. On this particular day, I had a little guy here who was complaining of a bellyache. He complained most of the day that his tummy was hurting. It would hurt on and off, and he was able to play and enjoy running around, but then he would stop and he would say his belly was hurting. So I was giving him some medicine for that, and it ended up at the end of the evening, as we were coming home from our home fellowship groups, he got sick and threw up all over the cement. So thankfully it waited till we were not at our friend's house and we were not in the car But he felt a ton better after that, and he ended up just sleeping all night without any more problems. He never got sick again. None of the other kids have been sick, thankfully. So I'm not sure what was going on with him, but he did have a little tummy bug that he was dealing with on this day. For our fellowship groups, I was making that cake, and I had these strawberries that I needed to slice up, so I decided to do that before the kids and I left for the day, or for the afternoon. I put them in this bowl and sprinkled some sugar on top and just mixed those in, and then I stuck them in the fridge just to let them sit for the rest of the day to get some of those juices to come out of the berries and make a little bit of a sauce that would be really good on top of the cake. Then I took some time to make myself an iced coffee. This is just cold coffee with some whole milk, and I also added some maple syrup for a little bit of flavor and sweetener. I really like the flavor of maple syrup in coffee, and this was a yummy treat for myself to have that morning. For lunch that day, we ended up just having leftovers. I pulled everything out of the fridge since we were leaving in a few days. I wanted to make sure to get the fridge emptied out. So I was making the kids eat up all of our leftovers. I had some taco meat with a little bit of leftover nacho cheese on top. And then I had a little bit of cabbage left, and I just sliced some of the cabbage real thin on top of this and warmed it all up, and that's what I ate for lunch. I have been enjoying using cabbage in place of noodles. Lately, I've had it with spaghetti or with anything else that is kind of saucy. I just put the sauce on top of the shredded cabbage instead of on the noodles, and it's a good low-carb option that I've been enjoying lately. Alright, I am eating my lunch, and the kids are having leftovers. We're trying to clean the fridge out before we leave. I was checking comments on my videos, and there are comments sometimes I choose, instead of answering them or making them public, I do choose to just delete them. I review all the comments on my videos before they go public, because even though my channel is smaller, I do get trolls and people say rude things. And I also realize that sometimes it's really hard to know a person's thoughts and their intentions. You can't see their facial expressions in the questions that they ask. And some people are just genuinely curious about things, and other people are just trying to be mean. So it's hard to discern how people are asking questions. But often people will say to me, don't you have your own money to buy groceries for all of your kids? Or if you can't afford groceries for all of those kids, you shouldn't have them. In response, I say, which child should I get rid of? Which one would you pick for me to get rid of so that I don't have to buy groceries for all of them? Also, that on this channel, people do not see our entire life. And so if people want to make those comments, that's totally fine. I will just delete them. But also be aware, before you're commenting on other people's videos or even on mine, that you only can see bits and pieces of our life that we allow you to see through video. So sometimes there are other circumstances in our lives that you may not see or understand. I have explained the free food ministry a bazillion times. I will do it again. It is a free food ministry for the people who attend that church or who go to seminary. We are very thankful for it. And it is a way that the Lord provides food for us in this season that we are in. Our income is super duper limited. And we choose to use our money on some things, like going on this trip back to visit our family, where we will have to pay for gas to get there and back. We have free food and free housing while we're there. And so we will use some of our money for that instead of paying for groceries, because we have the free food ministry that we can take advantage of, and we are very thankful for. So also, when I get huge free food hauls, people always think that we took everything there was on the table, and that is not the case. Most people that make these kind of comments have no idea how a food bank or a free food ministry is run, and they don't understand how much food goes in the trash can. I have had numerous people comment about how much food gets thrown away at food banks and such. So anyway, just a little encouragement for you to please think about what you are asking or what you're commenting before you do it. It can just get tiring with people asking the same thing or saying the same comment, or just saying comments that don't make any sense, like you shouldn't have all your kids if you can't feed them. So this is the way that the Lord takes care of us and provides for us in this season that we are in, and we are thankful for it. We do not feel guilty about it at all, and it is a blessing for us. So a lot of people won't understand that, and that's perfectly fine with me. But on that note, I do have a free food haul for you. So this is from yesterday. I will show you what we got yesterday. All right, first thing is this case of Sunny D drinks. We also got, this is probably about a half of a bag of coffee beans, 2 boxes of, what do they call these? Morning buns. The kids seem to think that's kind of funny. I also got this half a jug of vinegar, some Bengay for achy muscles, 2 boxes of this motor oil. Let's see, we've got this bottle of B12. I think that's all here. No, those are not mine.
Are they yours?
I think they're Kristen's. I also picked up this conditioner and shampoo and this Clorox cleaner. And then one more thing that we got today was this big jug of dish soap, and it was spilling on the way in here. Coulter had it tipped over, so the lid is broken, so it was leaking, so I just put it in the sink. But we also got that today. It's just a Kirkland brand. Coulter just showed me yesterday he spent some time going around outside and squirting bug killer around the house. He's turned into a city boy officially because he's got blisters on his finger from squeezing the trigger on the bug killer. It's funny. Let's see it. Hold your finger out. Blister on both sides.
Smile without your eyebrows.
Smile without your eyebrows.
No, I do it.
Without your eyes.
No, I ain't gonna be made fun of. I just want to see what it did.
Smile
Okay,
with
do
your
it to me.
eyes.
Do it to me.
Lift your eyebrows. Stop smiling. What's your model face?
What's my what face?
Your model face.
Dad, you go like
Oh, my
this.
model face.
Yeah.
Dad, you go like this.
I thought it was my poop
Let's see,
face.
Minnie.
Dad.
Smile without your eyes. Lift your eyebrows. Stop smiling.
Do me. I can do it. Good.
Okay, smile without your eyes. Lift your eyebrows. Stop smiling.
His ears fall down.
Yeah, I saw that. Same thing. Mama, you do it.
No,
I can't do it.
I can't do it either. I can't
guess I'm
keep
not
my.
understanding what.
It's just something silly
No, it's actually your model face.
on like
this
shorts.
is right.
Can you do it? Smile without your eyes.
I don't know how to smile
You
without
c-
your eyes.
You
I
are
do it
so
really
good.
Smile without your eyes. Lift your eyebrows. Stop smiling.
This is my model face.
Hi, we are headed to basketball now. We had to do a few errands first. I had to go pick up my husband's suit that I took to the dry cleaner. And then now we're going, I found a pie pan or a pie plate on Marketplace that matches one of the ones that I have, and I do kind of need a new one, and so I thought it would be fun to have the two that are matching. So we're gonna go pick that up, and then we're gonna go play some basketball. The apple pie plate I've had since I was a kid. My mom actually gave it to me, and I remember her using it all the time. So when I saw the strawberry one on Facebook Marketplace, I knew I had to have it.
What is this? What is this?
That's almond butter. Maybe by the time August. Make sure your trash goes in the trash can, okay? Hey. Grab that trash right there and throw it away. Thank you.
Because they scheduled all over the place.
We are all finished at basketball now. We're stopped at Panera. Coulter has the free, or he doesn't have free sip club. He forgot to cancel his, so he had to pay for it for 1 month. So he went in to get his drink before we head home, but I think everyone had fun. 2 hours doesn't seem long enough for most of them, but we enjoy the fellowship, so it's fun to go and get to play basketball and hang out and even see some of the boys that were on Crispin's team that we don't get to see normally throughout the school year, or the not the school year, but throughout the summertime. So anyway, we're gonna head home now and get our cake made. I'm gonna make some spaghetti, I think, for dinner, and then we'll be leaving again to head to our fellowship groups. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.